Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cade Plays Phantom Brigade. And on today's episode, I want to go break this camp. I had one hiccup. Someone will be happy about that. There's one person I know who's just obsessed with me having like a single hiccup. Enemy squad has been dispatched to investigate. Setting an example, alright. A rookie pilot, still buzzing from battle, seeks the stunt pilot for advice. You find them at the feet of a recharging mech, the two pilots so small and fragile in comparison. How do you move like that on the battlefield? The rookie asks, starry-eyed in the lights of the mech bay. It's like you're ice skating or flying or you're so smooth. The stunt pilot soaks up the praise, perhaps hungry for it after so long without an audience to witness her. But her advice, when she offers it, is reckless. She catches concerned glances from others in the mech bay, who look to you to intervene. I can either... I don't know what this is. Is this the morale? Or... whatever. Or I can sacrifice a little bit of liquid fix, of which I have plenty and I'm not in the middle of an active war right now. So... let's... I'm gonna just let it go. Where's this squad that you've dispatched? They didn't dispatch no squad. Alright, let's go scrap with this base. Level 4. TR 124. Shouldn't be too bad. At your order, the base flies into action and prepares for a fight. An engineer sprints towards the bay to check on the guns, passing a scout relaying combat data through the radio. There is shouting everywhere. At your side, someone's leg bounces up and down, boot heel tapping on the grate. You feel eyes on you, awaiting your command. Suit up! Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so let's bring the dream team here. So I still need to do more field testing with the Scorpion and the Valhalla. We did have an interesting discussion about the potential changes to the Scorpion's primary armament. I don't intend to always use the marksman rifle that it's carrying right now. I have a lot of really good AR2s. Saying that, I gotta see if I got the best. Like, the Astra is good. The AR2, it's got a much lower action duration. Generates more heat. Nothing gets the same damage per second. That's the problem. We get more damage from an individual shot, but the Astra fires 13 shots in 1.2 seconds versus 5 shots in 0.8 seconds. It's got a slightly better optimal range because that one has precision too. The one with supercharger, a little bit less range, generates a little more heat, but the action duration's even shorter. So there's a lot of options involved there. But right now, nothing's beating the Astra for me. We got the S4 tower. We also have an Ajax. See, that tower is like 285 all barrier. The Ajax is about 100 damages worth of barrier over metal. We got options there, but I like the Falcon for being kind of a barrier hound. Paladin. We don't have better shotguns. Now, the MG2 Torrent. Is that what I want on the Scorpion? We get better damage per action, but it's a big ask. Other than that, I've got this DC-1 impact cannon, but that reduces my optimal range. Little cooler to shoot. Action duration's tiny bit longer, though. So it's generally harder to manage. I mean, there's not really another weapon that's going to come close other than a sniper rifle, but that's already the Lightning's deal. So I think what I'm planning to do eventually is turn the Scorpion into my heavy weapons, like super heavy weapons platform. I want to use like I want to use like an ultra heavy machine gun or like a really big beam cannon or something like that. But for now, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get in a scrap. Come on then, boys. Let's go do. Let's go mess them up. Go put the hurt on the invaders. Take over their camp. Steal all their good stuff. All their good stuff. No stuff will remain. Their stuff will be mine. Lots of cover, that's what I like. Lots of ways to avoid incoming damage. So what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna break in towards the right here. We can kind of use this bluff for cover as we move in. Cycle around. And then we can get in there and do some damage. They're requesting a rapid response team. Alright, they're getting reinforcements in 4 turns, unless the alarm tower is destroyed. The alarm tower is, I believe, this structure right here. Like the glow on the little cursor. Moving the lights around in the dark. Yeah, I believe that is the alarm tower structure right there. So here's what we're gonna do. Here is what we are gonna do. You are gonna start howling missiles out at very long ranges directly into this tower right here. Wherever else it is you run, I want all your missiles heading towards this tower. Are you going to be the subject of any shots this turn? You are not. Perfect. Because I'm going to have you run a breaker line right across the back like this. Because I'm going to have you run over here, dispose of that. The paladin, I need you to move out of the way. So let's see if we can let him, you know, let's see if we can let him move up on us. All right, so we're gonna move right down here. I know there's a collision right there. I'll deal with that in due time. The Scorp, you are not going to be the target of any attacks. So I'm going to have you run over here. I don't know why I did the movement for I don't know why I did the movement for the Valhalla first, because ultimately I kind of need to do everybody else's movement first. Bang, 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 bang. So it starts off pretty optimal, but it gets worse as time goes on. So the Valhalla, let's cancel that move order. And let's run you around like... Let's move the Falcon first. The Falcon is going to be the target of one shot from that tank. Well, the Paladin is going to eat some missiles. So let's have you run up here. Yeah, that's still going to miss. Or at least it should for the most part. I think if we run around here, we're going to generate a good deal of misses. Anywhere we can go where we have like a good firing line there? No, because if we do that, we're going to eat the shot. So I want to run up and around this side. But if I start doing that, there's nothing to take cover behind. Which starts to become a problem. So we run out there. Let's raise shield around about there. Just in case the barrier, if there's a shot that pings over the top or whatever. We'll stay right there. That'll be our lineup for the next turn. And then we can just have the Valhalla make a crazy run over this side up to here whilst puking missiles. No, you're going to crash into everybody if you do that. Alright, just run along the back like that. Then start making your way in a vaguely thatwardly direction. So now so that shot should already be out of the barrel. If that hits the side of the Falcon, I'm going to be so fucking mad. Alright, this is a good initial positioning turn. So the missile is on its way. Second one is out of the pipe. Hit it, hit it. It's going in. So there is that. Alright, concuss the pilot of that. Which means we may have a nice autocannon that we can look at. Alright, this turn. Just start throwing ammunition at this guy. Because he's not coming at you until right there. So throw some ammo downrange. I'm going to get you to shield right there against the shot. Let's pull that a little earlier. Bang. And then we should be able to just fire back right after that. Which is way inside our maximum range. And then let's back up to like here. So when that shot goes off, we still have line of sight and optimal range. Then we'll back up, we'll shield up and keep walking backwards, and then we will return fire right there with a pretty good percentage shot. Meanwhile, let's have the Paladin fucking charge. Because that's what it does best. We're going to run right up here. I'm gonna move that other unit out of the way after a while. And then start blasting. In fact, let's move up to like here. Bang, bang. Like, not the most perfect shot in the whole world, but it'll do something. So let's step out of the way of the Paladin and then start opening fire here, because that's a very good shot for us to take. Bam, pow, 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 pow. There's going to be a lot of damage coming in that way. Valhalla, please continue firing missiles at this alarm tower. And there. Trying to sort of spread those shots out a little bit. And then I'm going to have you continue to run down here. Because that puts you in a nice spot. No, it doesn't. No. Running down here. And then making your way in. That right there puts you in a nice spot where you could, like, you can either dash behind cover or come in for a rear melee attack on something. Alright, so let's run this out. The Astra doing some work. Paladin taking them hits. Couple of shots pinged off the shield. Tank is destroyed. This guy is well on his way. It's not going great for him. Yeah, wow. These kiddos are getting tore up. Maybe that wasn't the alarm tower? Maybe it's this alarm tower? Maybe I need to destroy both alarm towers? At this point, I don't think there are enough turns left to where it's going to matter. So let's... Oh, is he dashing in? Is he carrying a melee weapon? Nope, he's just carrying a missile launcher and a shield. So let's step back and then blast him some more. Bang, 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 bang. That's going to be incredibly painful. The submachine gun is going to do well for us once he gets in range, which is right about there. So shred him with a sub. Move the Falcon up for a second. Optimal is about there. So we'll throw some ammunition at him from that side too. Bang, 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 bang. Like, this guy's about to get absolutely sliced to ribbons. And I wanna fire a missile at that, which should hit around about the right time. But there's really no need to move the Valhalla at this point. Like, this is just going to turn super nasty. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Like, destroy alarm tower. I don't know if I've just, like, forgotten since, like, the super early mission where it told me what the alarm tower looked like. Like, is this it? Like, are there 3 alarm towers? And then what if we take a shot right here? The flight time. Let's put it down right there. So I don't know if that'll hit by the time the turn is over. That building just totally got gutted. That is magnificent freeze frame right there. Oh, baby. Look at that. All right, we got 1 turn left before there's reinforcements, but honestly, this guy does not live 1 more turn. Because he's just eating shots like crazy. Dagga, 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 dagga. Get him with that business. If he moves back there, well, then we melee into him. Bam. It'll overheat, but honestly, I'm fine with it. Or, you know, rather, let's wait until he moves back around about here. And then we'll melee around about sort of this point right here, just as if for some reason everybody else's attacks have failed us. Then we'll get him right in the back. You are going to fire also near the start of the turn. Like, there's no way he lives long enough to eat this melee attack. He's just going to get fucking torn apart. Another building bites the dust. That is another beautiful visual right there. Big fan of that. All right. There you go. We assaulted the camp. There is a lovely Asgard heavy torso for us to take. We got RA1 Thermite. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'll look in the workshop for it later. There's an S4 tower. That I want. And I want the Asgard heavy legs. And I want that torso. I will salvage everything else. For 131 supplies, 10 uncommon components. That seems pretty good to me. All right. The camp is ours. What now, stupids? To the farm of Horton? In Hosford? Or do we start contesting Fyrland? First thing I would do is I would go back to the Bedrock 2 base for resupply. But that's probably the only thing that I would change right at this point. So let's put ourselves up in this camp. And that is where we'll end today's episode with the same old words I always use, that I've been Cade. This has been Phantom Brigade. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.